Well, you're standing looking at the headquarters building behind us. This is the headquarters of the State Environmental Service. We implement the state's environmental policy. Our mission is to preserve the state's air, water, and land resources, and we go about doing that in an environmentally sensitive way. The governor's initiatives on leaving a good clean carbon footprint in the state, leading by example. MES was one of the first to take that mission to its formative steps here with solar.
The solar project in the summer months provides about 100% of the power consumption for our building, and on the weekends our meter actually runs backwards, so we're actually providing power back to the grid. In the winter months it's more like 15 or 20%, so really averages close to 50% of the power consumption for our building for the year.
On an annual basis, this system produces about 400,000 kilowatt hours of power, and again that's about 50% of the load for their headquarters here at MES. The facility uses two different solar technologies, crystalline panels, which we have out here and are ground mounted in the field, and then a thin film system, and that thin film system is about 30 kW of the system, about 10% of the system, and the crystalline panels are 270 kW, about 90% of the system. The crystalline panels, they actually get more watts per square foot, so you can get more solar output in a particular area. But as you can see, they're a little bit bigger and heavier than the thin film. The thin film is lighter, so you don't have to worry about structural issues, and you can easily put it up on the roof, usually without any problems, as long as the roof is able to accept something up there. It depends upon the age of the roof.
There was a big ceremony here and ribbon cutting with the governor. All our staff put on their green t-shirts and came out and supported it very much. So we have a committed and proud workforce here, and very strong commitment to the environment.
We're doing right by the environment. We're setting an example, I believe, for other state agencies, for other public entities and private entities as well, that you can do solar, that it makes sense to do solar, and that we're doing good things for the environment by doing and using solar energy.
On the financial side, the most important thing is that the state didn't have to put up any money to do this project. It's done using a power purchase agreement, or a PPA, and it's a 15-year agreement and has a set price for energy with set escalators. So from the state standpoint, they now have price certainty for about 50% of their load, and basically are hedging against future price increases. Over the 15 years, we expect it to save more than 10 million pounds of carbon dioxide, more than 36,000 pounds of nitrogen oxide, and more than 528,000 pounds of methane. That's equivalent to removing more than 800 vehicles from the road or powering 600 homes.
Obviously, the deal to bring this about in these tough economic times was very critical. We found that working with Constellation, we were able to work a very good deal that was beneficial, obviously, to the company as well as to the Maryland Environmental Service and to the state. At a time when resources are limited, that flexibility with the financing really was the key to making this project happen. So I can't say enough about that relationship and how that worked positively.
We have a very committed staff of environmentalists, especially in my group. They take it very seriously. They volunteer a lot of their time outside of work on environmental projects, and they're very proud of this commitment that we've made to reducing our environmental footprint. Coming to a place where we can not just talk the talk but walk the walk.
There's a great environmental partnership between Constellation and the Maryland Environmental Service, and that's what led to the building of our solar array. We're very proud of the relationship that we have with the company, and the outcome is even better for the citizens and the state as a whole.